Hi there everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot and my name is Kay. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. It's wonderful to have you here with me today and I hope you all had a really wonderful weekend. It's Monday and it's September the, I don't know, possibly the 17th. Well, we're going to do a collective reading today, but I'm pretty excited this time because I'm going to be using the Seer decks that are called the Kipper deck and Gilded Reverie deck. I have them together. I find them to be really interesting and helpful. And then I'm going to be using the beginner's tarot as I used before in the beginning. So I'm going to be relying a little bit on some of the wording to help me clarify what the Gilded and the Kipper are trying to say. But this is a general reading, of course, for the collective. I'm going to be doing this every day, using these two decks together every day for practice for me, but also to give you also a different, another level or, just some kind of more specifics, another layer that the Kipper and the Gilded Reverie offer. So, if you like what you see in here today, please subscribe and hit the like button and share and comment if you will. I'm going to, first I need to do is call in Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit to help me and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in these cards and to help me see clearly. Thank you so much. So I really rely on those intuitive hits for these cards because they're these Cyril Marchetti decks here. They can be a lot of different things. They can mean a lot of different things. Well, so does the tarot, but it seems to be different but specific, more specific. It's hard to explain what I mean by that. But let's go ahead if you're ready. I'm ready. I'm really excited to dig in. So we'll start with this and then we'll clarify with the beginner's tarots. Put that over there, keep that, and I may be I probably will be relying on the books as well as we move through this. Let's see what Archangel Michael and Spirit wants us to know today for the collective general reading. What specifically would you like to talk about today, Spirit? Okay. And there's no need to cut these ones. Okay. Wishing well. Okay. The wishing well. Wishes that you want to see come true. Also digging deep down into the depths of yourself to find what is possibly what you really wish for and desire, or what's blocking you from your wishes coming true. Great fortune. Excuse me. That is this is the best this is the best card in the deck, the most fortunate one. Excuse my cat, he's having a little chat with himself. One moment please. Diesel. Yeah, okay. So great fortune. This one will either mean that you've got some kind of fortune coming in, like an inheritance or a lottery win or something is going to come forward that is going to be a lot of money, or it means that this is amplifying your wishes, being a lot, right? A lot, amplifying the wishes. But I'll look in the book just to make sure that that's what we're talking about. And what else do we have? We have focus. Okay, that's really looking at something, scrutinizing it, and just really looking at something, focusing right in on something. This would be your goals, like your wishes, right? Focusing on your wishes and your goals. In other words, put your focus on your wishes so that you have some great fortunate experiences that come from that. You're manifesting those, right? So let's clarify, if you will, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit. Let's start with clarifying two clarification cards from these two decks for each card. Starting with the wishing well. Thank you. We've got a letter, which is more like a document. It's a letter that it's going to take a while coming, but it's generally good news. So it's the type of letter that may be coming in the mail, sort of thing. Not by email or text message or phone call. Okay. Compass, what direction are you going in? Kind of thing. Checking your direction. Okay. What about, like, what's your true north with that one, right? What do you really, who's your true north? What's your true north? What's your wishes, right? Are you sending a message or receiving a message? A letter. Again, I'm going to look in the book just to make sure, because there's a letter card, and then there's another letter card, and so forth and so on. So let's clarify great fortune. The key card, that's a good card, and the mask card. All right. So mask is like, perhaps, you know, like when you go to a masquerade party, you wear a mask, but this is more like having two or more faces. So we'll get some clarification on that too. And the key is, this card is either saying that you're free to do something, or you feel like you're held captive, you know, that somebody's put you in a cage and locked the door. But with great fortune, I'd have to say that this is the freedom that comes from, you know, taking the mask off. Okay, so let's talk about the focus. The focus energy. Focus card 44, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, some beautiful tulips, which is all about an expressions of love and romance. And, oh, imprisonment. Wow. Okay, imprisonment means that you feel you could literally be in prison, but it's probably imprisonment meaning your own thoughts and feelings about things that you are you know, self-imposing limitations on yourself from moving forward. And I would say the focus card is about focusing on who you love, like who you are wishing to have a connection with, a love romance connection with, because these are beautiful this is a beautiful card energy, and it will help ameliorate the effects of this as well. So it's not such a harsh imprisonment. You just might still feel a little stuck, because your focus is not where it needs to be, which should be on your goals, or you are focusing, but yet you still have some self-sabotaging, self-imprisoning beliefs, regret, guilt, shame, remorse, whatever. Okay, so we've done as much clarify as I'm going to do, because if you go too far into these, you can really go down a rabbit hole. And I am not experienced enough with these decks to go down a rabbit hole. So let's go ahead and start clarifying with the tarot. Oh, just a minute. I want to do this. Great fortune I'm going to look at here first. This is the Kipper. Great fortune is something, an outstanding good luck, right? Fruitfulness. Great fortune turns challenging cards to the significator's benefit, nullifying their harmful effects. So this would be either nullified, or, you know, if it's a card of negative energy, it will be ameliorated, made less. Let's see, all parts have a lesser effect. The mask card is about playing roles. It may indicate the need to assume a different role. It is symbolic of concealment and deception. Okay. They see the card may be a warning to not take something or someone at face value. And then it talks about combinations with other cards, but we don't have those out here on the table. If together with the mice and the letter. Okay, the letter card's over here. Well, we'll read it. This card would mean identity theft. Well, it's not together with that, but it's, you know, it's, I think it's just saying that you can't, you're concealing who you really are. Or, you know, is this a cross watcher? I mean, what's a cross watcher to a collective reading? But in any case, let's look at, oh yeah, I was looking at 26. Yeah, 26 is, with this, it's everything's delightful and aligned with true purpose. Unexpected good luck is on the way, considered by many to be the best card in the deck. And this card amplifies nearby good cards and weakens bad ones. So this would be weakened and this would be amplified. And this is a good one. It can be either way, the key card, because you either are you're set free. I would say that the good fortune is indicating here, just because we're clarifying good fortune, is indicating that you're being set free from your, you know, your role or your need to conceal your identity from somebody. You know, the true you, the one who you really are. You've been masking it and playing different roles to even be more concealed from, well, you know, if love is an issue for you, that's why you're in these readings. If love is an issue for you, an issue, right? Then it means that you've been masking your true identity, which is unconditional love, your heart, right? That's love. It says you may have a very good period now. Take a chance on your opportunities. It doesn't last for long, but it's a great win. It's going to improve your, or gonna have improvements in your life or a winning streak in the short term. Great fortune indicates new opportunities in job matters or simply satisfaction from daily work. It also announces new perspectives and improvements in relationship matters. So that's what it's indicating. This 26 is. Now let's talk about 33. 33 in the Reverie one is the key, right? Discoveries and solutions are my forte. You will find me in synchronicity, signs, and fate. When I am land close to you, know that you have the means and the answers to what is troubling you. Look to my right. I point to what is highly important or what needs to be solved. There you go. This, you know, removing the mask is what needs to be solved so that you can be free and experience great fortune as a result. I'll just bring these down so we can read those. Great fortune as a result if you remove your mask and reveal your true identity. I mean, makes sense to me. Okay, so the clarification for the wishing well is the letter and the compass. Well, the letter would be, like I said, yeah, it's this one. Some kind of document, letter, whatever that's coming. It's a message. I am a document. I am a message. I am information. I am a package. Sometimes I can be an invoice, a certificate, or test results. You can find me as your mail, a newsletter, or an award. See, it's something tangible. Look around me to find out more of what I am leaning towards. A letter about a direction that you're going, okay? A particular direction you're following now. A letter depicted here with actual correspondence. It is a connection with the letter, which the letter brings, an intimate communication of familiarity. Okay, so you're getting it from somebody you know, this letter or message, okay? The letter indicates communication that may not yet be with us, a slower form of transmission requiring patience to make a connection. So it could say that it is coming in some other form other than an actual piece of, you know, a letter coming in your mailbox or whatever. But the quill also represents, it signifies truth and communication. So this message that's maybe delayed, because like there's in the tarot there's the sword, Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords indicates delayed information. information and news that is coming from afar and or maybe delayed. Could be social media. It's a social media card too as well. But in any case, I think that either this is an actual tangible letter or message that's coming to you, and it's taken a while because it's, you know, snail mail, right? Or it's an actual message coming via email or whatever, but it's the person sending it has been taking their sweet time sending it. Okay, for one reason or another, they have their reasons. So number 42 is the compass. And the compass says, I'm here to help you find your way. If there's a journey to be taken or a choice to be made, I can provide you with directions and a path so you don't stray. Yep. Very good. It represents the many things that can guide you on your path. It says, this card is a reminder to notice and heed the signs and symbols you might see along the way. It talks about different cards that it could be paired with that we don't have on the board. And then it says, look to the key and stars card for further clarity and guidance. Well, okay, so your direction would be to make sure you remove your mask, you know, reveal your true identity. Don't shy from it anymore. Don't hide behind it anymore, is what that's saying. So let's go ahead and look at the focus card. I do believe is that you just need to get focused and scrutinize what is going on in your life. Magnifying glass. I am the card that suggests to you to take a closer look or two. If you did not get clarity from an earlier view, I can provide more focus and a perspective that is new. So new perspective, kind of like a hanging man card. You're looking more, you're hanging upside down, so you have a different perspective on the world and your life. So then you can see more clearly now. You're seeing things you hadn't seen before because you're looking at it from a different angle. This card suggests you need to take a closer look at a current issue. Now it's time to focus, scrutinize, and analyze. You might be overlooking something that isn't apparent or even visible. The smallest details may be vitally important. Use magnifying glass to help you investigate and uncover more information that could lead you to greater clarity. So in a reading, the card to the left is what it seems like before taking a closer look. The card to the right suggests that what will be brought to light after a closer look. Yeah, so let's see, it says, talks about the letter again, but that's with their, okay. Yeah, so this wishing well, it is about your wishes, your goals, you know, what do you want to have experience in your life. But sometimes when you're not experiencing what you want to experience, it's because there's something deep down, like deep down in your subconscious that is acting like a block, or at least it's hiding something from you that you need to take further analysis of. Go deep inside yourself during meditation and look to find out what kind of belief you have about something. And this would be to do with maybe abandonment issues or feeling neglected or rejected, whatever, from childhood that you brought into your life in every single relationship you've been in, that maybe they didn't work out because those beliefs are sabotaging your efforts to actually have a beautiful, loving, lasting, loyal, unconditional type of love that every human being wants to have. And so it's just asking you to take a deeper look. Why do I keep picking this deck up? I want to keep looking here. Okay, so scrutinize, right? Take a closer look. This is a magnifying glass. Number 9 is the tulips. Tulip card. Flowers, beauty and happy face is what I bring. I am the gift that warms your heart. I am your recovery and your well-being. No matter what card is before me, I will always change it positively. So this imprisonment, the flowers are going to either help someone become unstuck because you're giving them this type of love. See, in Victorian period, the highly valued tulip was considered so desirable, it indeed a phenomenon known as the tulip mania. The presence of this card signifies a valuable gift that is to be given or received. So when combined with the cards such as Rider and the Letter, the Flowers card serves as a beautiful invitation and other cards that aren't here. So what is it like when someone gives you a gift? This card is the fragrant smell of joy and happiness and a show of appreciation that could be on its way. Just like this message be on its way. The image here of a bouquet of pink tulips speaks the language of flowers. They were used as a medium during Victorian era of communication. They became the code of lovers, a perfect way to covertly express love, passion, and appreciation. Yeah, I would say that this message is going to help clarify things and bring things to light up, bring things to light so that you can feel like it's okay and safe for you to remove your mask, right? That the freedom will come from that. And that freedom is this, like, look, this key will fit into this lock, right? Here's the key and lock. It's going to set you free. So either you're giving somebody the tulips, like the message, right? Or you're the receiver of it. But in any case, if you're the receiver of it, or if you're the giver of it, you're still going to release yourself. You're going to become free, because by doing so, by expressing love, and beauty to somebody else, that means it's in you. It's always been in you to be able to express love and beauty sincerely, transparently. It just means that it's in you, because you cannot give to somebody else sincerely and truthfully unless you have it within yourself. So you will be able to come out from behind the role of being whatever it was that was adverse. It was adverse to unconditional love. Reveal yourself to somebody, or someone's going to reveal themselves to you, which is going to set you free. So either you're the receiver or the giver here. So guys, what should we clarify? I think that we should clarify what we got going on over here on the right. I want to see the mask. I want to clarify, because I'm not going to clarify them all. This is practice, right? But it's also informational for you. So let's clarify the mask. Or what is it called? I want to call it properly. What's it called? Mask. Oh, okay. Let's clarify the mask, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, if you will. Thank you so much. The mask. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This one wants to come with the Hierophant. And the Wheel of Fortune, okay? With the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Well, so I would say that the mask was there all along because they were hiding. This person was hiding behind a marriage. Hiding behind a marriage that was what this person thought was fated. This was like, this person truly thought that they were in love with this person, and probably were. The Queen of Pentacles is, of course, a capable woman, but she's dependent, and she's independent, and she's quite prosperous because she's got like a material world focus, like the Pentacle focus on finances and just whatever you can get possession wise from the world. So that's where the focus was for this marriage. The Hierophant talks about the marriage. It talks about marriage, but commitments and stable, secure situations. So this was what this person thought was fated, that they were hiding behind that, to you, like the one that is watching this reading, the one that's watching this reading, who's wondering whatever happened to their person. Well, they've been hiding behind masks, a role of being a husband. And it's not necessarily they were hiding, but they, really, were they hiding? Not really. They weren't really hiding, but they weren't being their true self. Again, like I said, if you haven't been including your heart, the unconditional half part of you, then which is love, then you're not being your true self. You're not allowing people to see your heart, to see who you really are, and therefore we all have masks on until we do. So this person was doing that. This is what that card is saying. Great fortune will come when they do actually allow themselves to speak up instead of keeping secrets. This is the High Priestess is someone who knows, all knowing, but doesn't say a word. All right, so that's clarification for that. Let's talk about clarification for imprisonment card. I hope that helps. Like he or she was in, well, I would say he, because this is the Queen. That's who he was committed to. Queen of Pentacles usually committed to somebody. Like the King of Pentacles is committed to somebody. So he was hiding, or he was behind this mask or this veil of not knowing. Knowing but not saying anything. Okay, knowing he was living a life that was not making him happy. Can I say that more clearly? He was living a life of that he knew with a person in a situation that he at one time thought was fated, like that. Perhaps he even continued to think it was fated because maybe he thought that's the best he could do, right? That he wasn't worthy enough to have anything better than that. From whatever beliefs he has deep down inside of him that's acting as a block to revealing his true identity, which is the beautiful, loving soul that he is inside, as each one of us are, whether we behave like it or not. That's our true identity. Okay, moving on. Imprisonment. Six of Wands. Victory and success. Oh, Nine of Wands upside down. Defensive attitude, stubborn, rigid, and obstinate. Okay, and work, the Seven of Pentacles. This is the result of our efforts. So, okay, guys. And then the Seven of Wands of being defensive as well. But the Six of Wands is upright. It's it's success and victory. But in reverse, it's like, well, no, I'm sorry. Like this, it is success and victory, but it's because of the ego, a huge ego, all right? The ego is helping them to experience victory and success. In reverse, it means you're laying your ego down, but it's not in reverse. So high ego, wanting to have victory and success, social recognition, being a center of attention, having fame, perhaps celebrity, being at the top, being supported by crowds and other people and family and whatever, just being supported in a notoriety way. But this is like, with the huge, being elevated on a pedestal basically by your friends, family, and other people, maybe your co-workers, bosses, whatever, it'll come with defensiveness, and because you have to be able to protect that, which people move on, right? If you don't keep them interested and put out good content, for example, they'll move on to the next channel because there's just that much competition. So you gotta always be defending your stance, your platform, being able to keep people interested in you and seeing you as a darling kind of thing, somebody who deserves to be up on a pedestal. And this has been a lot of work doing that, having to work hard to keep it in place. This is so working hard to keep it in place. This is your inheritance. This is your, from planting, sowing the seeds that you are now growing as fruit on the tree. It is only 7 of the 10, which is the maximum. 7 is a lot, but it's still only 7 of 10. So you're working really, really, really hard to get whatever you think you've been able to, that's valuable to you. And perhaps you see it as not being enough. You might be looking at it and evaluating and say, okay, that's a lot, but it's not enough. I need to keep working really hard. Well, that kind of life, what do I have to say it? It's going to keep you feeling imprisoned. All right. And that kind of mindset and values and practices is something that is going to keep you away from the dreams and wishes that you really truly want to experience. Because let me put it as clear as I possibly can, when you include the divine in your life, and it's not half-heartedly, it's fully, completely, transparently, faithfully, and trustfully, if you include love, unconditional love in your life, you giving it and receiving it, you're both giving and receiving, then the divine, because you're including it, it's half of who you are. The other half is that ego human person that you are walking in this material world. But if you include that and it becomes half of your platform, right? Half of your platform, you are going to have so much more success in every area of your life. Financially, wealth, health, relationships, romance, right? True love. And what is the other ones? Career, business, just wealth of all kinds, abundance. It's going to be tenfold because you're allowing that stream of unconditional love to come into your life and walk with you, okay? Or walk on your legs, as I say. Uses your legs. So until you do, though, you're imprisoned by your ego because it's of all your wants and desires that doesn't necessarily include unconditional love. This is all short-term stuff. It's not going to last forever, and you have to keep working real hard in order to keep it and keep it and defend it. Then you have to defend it, right? Extra insurance on things, bars on your doors, safety boxes now you have to have, that annual cost or monthly, whatever. It takes a lot more work and effort and money in order to be able to have more of what the material world can offer. So that's what I know about that. So the next card I wanted to clarify, because this all makes a lot of sense to me. There's that Page of Swords card. Okay, let's clarify the letter. I want to know, what's this letter about? Come on, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, will you please clarify the letter card for us? The Emperor. Wow. Okay. 10 of Cups. And Strength. With Magician. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, which the Page of Pentacles is an offer, and the Stars. The Star card is, wish fulfillment, right? So we'll just leave that over there. But so what we see is that there's somebody who is a husband who is married or is married, and they've been needing to find strength and courage to come forward and manifesting an offer or a new life in love to bring forward an offer, like a gift or something, a small gift. But it's about love. It's about being in love. This magician is manifesting that kind of experience for this person, which would be the wish, right? The wish. This person wants to experience great fortune in love, in a new beginning of love. That's going to set him free from all the masks that he wore before, because one of the masks is the mask of a husband and a father here. Now, he doesn't want to, I'm sure he doesn't want to be, who knows, maybe he does, but I am just guessing. He doesn't want to let go or remove a mask, which is not really a mask, of being a father. That would be one of the roles, right? He doesn't want that, but he does want to get out from under one of those roles of being a husband to somebody else that he was in a 10 of Cups commitment with, which is an emotional fulfillment, happily ever after family life. It's domestic happiness, stability, harmony, security, and abundance. But in his case, it had become misunderstandings and quarrels within the family, broken home, lack of security and stability, and betrayal. Somebody might have been betraying him, or he betrayed somebody. But in any case, he is a husband and maybe a father. And that's what the Emperor role is here. It's just a father or a husband and or a father. But in the true sense of the tarot, when you're an Emperor energy, you can be a husband and a father, but you would also be an elevated individual, somebody who is including the divine in your life. His or her, masculine energy, right? But feminine could be in their masculine energy, but right now I feel as though we're talking about a masculine energy here. So this is where you're quite powerful. You live by control, and you're controlling yourself. You're quite capable and accomplished. You're a protector. You're wise. You're in control. You're in what else is it? There's just so many wonderful, just going blank for some reason, but the Emperor is somebody at the highest level. You're divinely connected. You're leading by your intuition as well, and you're generous, kind, and fair, and you're a hard worker, and you also have a lot of great leadership skills and abilities. You are taking charge of your life, and you're in control. You've taken your power back from whatever it was. Maybe it was this here that took your power, but you're gaining it back, because it was like this. You're gaining your power back. Power, energy, great love, the spirit that dominates matter. So you're connecting with your true self, whether it's religiously or spiritually or both, but in meditation and prayer or some other way. This person is actually reconnecting with who he really is, right? He's revealing the truth, his identity, his truthful identity. That's the courage. So he wants to let somebody know that may have been waiting for a long time to hear this from him, that he's stepping out. He's leaving this long-term commitment, this happy family life behind, because he's stepping up into his Emperor energy. That's what all of this is for. What it's about is releasing him from his ego, okay, the fears that we live by. And if it's not unconditional love, it's fear. There's only the two emotions, and then there's all those different levels of emotions that fear umbrellas and that unconditional love umbrellas. So we have friendship love for somebody, right? That's under the umbrella of unconditional love. For fear, we have doubts and worries, beliefs, concerns, hatred, just being upset, frustrated. Those are all anxiety, depression. That's all under the umbrella of fear, because it's some sort of fear that's causing those emotional experiences. So in any case, he is coming up, he's rising above and becoming the Emperor energy that he must believe he needs to be in order to be able to pursue the person that he wants to give the tulips, the expression of love to. And he wants to have a 10 of Cups, a happily ever after with her. All right, and he's finding the strength and the courage to overcome his obstacles and challenges in order for him to move forward like that. So guys, that's for these ones here. What do you think? Let me know. I think that's about as far into it I'm going to go. I mean, he sees somebody he wants to express his love with as a wish fulfillment, okay? That it would be very healing, the healing waters of the divine here, right? So he's definitely sees this person that he's moving towards without his mask on and in Emperor energy, because he's left a relationship behind that he was in at one time in a different role, right? He was in that role of being a husband to somebody, and he knew what he was doing, and he knew what he wanted, but he wouldn't, he wouldn't reveal it to anybody. He wouldn't do it. In other words, it was too fearful for him. Being with the one that he sees as a divine connection, it was just too scary for him for one reason or another. So I hope that was helpful, and please subscribe and like, and I'll check in with you again tomorrow where we'll do another one. Bye for now.
Take me